Hey guys, Lisa with Sacred Living here for your reading for the week, Sunday, October 2nd through Saturday, October 8th. So be thinking about at the end of your reading whether you resonate with Archangel number 1, Archangel number 2, or Archangel number 3. So we'll come back to that after I'm done with the information for the week. So this week I use the Energy and Spirit Oracle, that really soft deck that really kind of flows. And so it seems like there's a lot of intuitive energy towards the first part of the week, and then there's more doing energy at the second half. Once we hit that Wednesday mark, things are going to really, it feels to me like speed up. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is going to be a lot more contemplation, and then doing comes after Wednesday. So the first card that came up was Talent Guides, Spirit Mentors, and Teachers. So in this particular instance, the microscope was the brightest thing, and then also the, here it is over here, a rattle. And so one of the, I guess it's probably not a rattle, but to me it took on the image of a rattle that I would use in meditation as I'm seeking answers to questions. So to me, we have been asking Spirit a question about something, but we haven't been examining enough of the details our own self, and to really put that emphasis when I am doing a journey with a rattle, it's a lot of emphasis and energy behind this is what I'm choosing to know about. So this is the thing, it's time to get serious with whatever it is that you've been wondering about. It's time to get serious about really researching that. And the other thing is this is indicative of the whole season of fall, because I was really drawn also to the leaves up here, and I was drawn to the colors changing. So I think it's important to ask our spirit guides through this entire season of fall about these things. The next card that came up, and this feels like the end of Sunday all the way through Tuesday, I feel like this energy is going to be present. It is so important to revisit some of the things that you contemplated doing when you were little. And what was really bright to me was this red on this hot air balloon. And so when I was looking at that, I had the flashback of a time one of my young friends that I went to kindergarten with was in the hospital, and the nurse that was taking care of her was telling me about having her own hot air balloon. And I just remember thinking, oh my heavens, how could you possibly own your own hot air balloon? That just seemed way too fancy and out there for me. And so this is that kind of thing. And the landmass right here also took on the shape of a turtle to me. And turtle medicine is all about having everything you need. The joke always is a turtle takes his home with him everywhere he goes, but turtle medicine is all about being complete. So there's something that you considered to be way too outlandish for you to do that was a childhood thought, and every now and again that thought comes up for you, and you're like, no, I couldn't possibly. Just the same way as I was like, oh no, you know, who owns their own hot air balloon? It's something like this, but you have, just like the turtle medicine, you have it within you, is what the spirit guides kept saying. It's all inside, it's all within. So don't worry. Just look for this message about, or excuse me, don't worry about whether you can or you can't. Just look for the message, and then know that Spirit has given you what you need. So it's kind of funny. I was walking today and I was looking up at the trees, turning colors, and usually the message from Spirit has something to do with the old falling away, da 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 da. Instead, they directed me to focus on the green leaves that were remaining on this tree. And that's what was really bright in this card for Tuesday, is the green that is still present. the life that is still there and thriving even amongst all of the change. So Spirit was asking me to pass along the message that it's really important to keep your eye on what it's going to be like next spring when the green leaves are coming back. How excited are you going to be? What projects will you have brought to fruition? What is going to be going on for you? Keep your eye on the prize all the way through this winter season to the next time that everything is fully in bloom and the leaves are out again. So again, that's a lot of contemplation, a lot of mental focus. Wednesday is when things are getting real. So it's important to keep a high frequency, because what was really bright to me was this outer layer of the aura. That was the brightest part of the whole card to me. So lots of times we don't really recognize just how much impact we have on people. And one of my teachers was doing a particular kind of biofeedback kind of service with me. And she's like, Lisa, do you know that your aura is like 14 foot? And I said, well, I knew that most people's auras are, right around there. And she says, that is why people either really like you or they really don't, is because, the people that are really closest to you can't get away from your energy. And I thought about that because even when I'm in my office at work, like, I'm legit still, my energy is in other people's offices. So Spirit is asking you to focus on the impact and keeping your frequency high this week, because you're going to notice a lot more impact to people around you with your energy. So be thinking high frequency thoughts, be intentioning for and creating for really positive outcomes. So Thursday and Friday is kind of funny. I was looking at this soulful appreciation and heartfelt gratitude card, and I was drawn to looking at the scale. And so then all of a sudden this ivy that was in the front got really bright, as did the ivy in the card, the freedom card for Saturday. So what that is telling me is there's two options that you've been weighing, but what Spirit is saying is, there's a third option that is right in front of you that is even better, and it is going to really give you a more liberated attitude. It's going to really build for your future, and it's going to turn you loose from some of the things that have held you captive. So there's something on Thursday that you're going to contemplate as you're contemplating two of the things that have been on your scale for a while, because this gold has been stacking up for a time. It has been there a while. It's taken you to save and invest and research, but there's a better option that is right in front of you. And if you allow yourself to use that third option, it is going to really release you from any kind of cage, whatever this issue has been. And the funny thing is, what's going on Saturday? Bam, you've crossed the finish line, and you're so excited about the outcome of that choice, or else the possibility of the outcome for making that choice and that potential, because you're going to be having some conversations, because this yellow is really bright to me, and the winner's tape is around his solar plexus. So there's some kind of connection with other people and our personal power that goes with that. So, and also please ask Spirit to be guiding your feet, because that is also really bright in this card. Just help Spirit take you where you need to be in order to accomplish this matter with that particular ivy that was right in front of you. Help you to see this all the way through to completion. That's what the last little bit was. Thank you. So if you had Archangel number 1, you have Archangel Uriel. So Archangel Uriel is here with a message about claircognizance. Pay attention to your thoughts and your ideas that come to you, as they are answers to your prayers. So there's a lot of blue and a lot of yellow. And the throat and the solar plexus can sometimes really work together. And it was like they told me to wear this shirt and this particular necklace today. So it doesn't surprise me that there was a lot of blue and speaking your truth today. So definitely be paying attention to what you're putting out, and also what you think is possible. Because sometimes when you don't think what is possible, when Spirit gives you a message, it's kind of like you're turning down your own assignment. And here we put the time and energy into asking, how can we help, or what can I do to, move myself forward and whatnot. But it's like no, if we don't really speak our truth. And it's going to be important to be writing about your truth. If you had Archangel number 2, this is Archangel Gabrielle, and she's asking you to look into some creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book. And so as you get some of these inspired ideas and you have thoughts of taking inspired action, keep them all in a book and then go back and see how those things came out. I once was really startled to find a old book that I had put a lot of things that I was looking to manifest, and imagine my surprise to see that I had gotten all of them in less than 10 years time. I was really flabbergasted at how those had come to fruition. If you had Archangel number 3, then you have Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael is the Archangel of healing, and he is asking us to really take a look at our diet and eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimum health. And so I see him with his green cloak really blowing in the breeze. And so I think that that is something to be mindful of. If you had chosen this angel, watch for a breeze that you aren't expecting, because I just feel like he's going to make his presence physically known to you. So just be mindful of that. And also, of course, he's always got the medical insignia. And so one of the things that a lot of people who see angels regularly report is they often see this gold gem-filled, I forget if it's Carduceus, something like that. So that is your message for the week. I hope it really serves you well, and I hope you have a good one. If you are looking for a private reading, how to contact me is in the About section, or you can message me on Facebook. Take good care. Have a great week, everybody.